Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode on Serenity TV. I am your host, Goodness Chisholm. Now, today we'll be discussing a topic which says silent battles. Silent battles. People put on smiles on their faces every day, but behind closed doors, the battle with a lot of problems, some financial problems, some emotional, physical, even spiritual problems. So most of these things are considered silent battles. When you come outside, people will be like, ah, he or she is strong, but people don't know what the person is facing behind the scenes. So now joining me to discuss this intriguing and wonderful topic, I am joined with my friends, Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and again, I have Mr. David with us today.
Thank you
Mr.
for
David, you're welcome.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, silent battles. What do you think silent battles mean to you personally? What when you hear the word silent battles, what do you understand by this?
All right. Once again, my name is Victor. For me, silent battles are those things we struggle with
Mm,
internally that the people around us have no idea about. We don't tell anybody about them.
yeah.
No one knows. It's just us facing those challenges on our own without anyone, being aware of them. That's what silent battle means to me.
Okay. So what about you, sir? Do you have
I
anything to
will
add?
agree with him.
Okay, okay. Well, silent battles are those things that we face, behind closed doors and we are battling with. So, okay, have you ever had, you know, a scenario whereby you've battled with this? Because I have. I can remember I was depressed for over a year, and when I come out, people will be like, ah, see how she doesn't look it. I was getting fat. That was even the worst part. So have you ever had this kind of scenarios whereby you fought a battle, a major battle in your life then, but people were like, no, people were not saying it that way.
Well, yes, I have, and I would say that almost everyone is facing one thing or the other that
Yeah,
nobody knows about.
yeah.
Yeah, for me, I don't know which one I would pick, but let me just say there was a time in my life that I was facing challenges that had to do with my, should I say, my person, because growing up I was kind of someone that was a bit, not a bit, a lot relaxed. Like, in fact, let me use the word, a sort of a lazy person.
Wow.
Yes. But at a point in life, I decided, you know, let me just say decided. I decided to come out of those, laziness and all of that. And trying to actually come out of that, I noticed that something about human beings' habits is that whatever you have cultivated in yourself and has become part of you for several years, for you to now step out of that thing, it's not something that takes 1 second or a day or 2 days. Yeah. Or you just wake up one morning and decide, I don't want to be like this again. Automatically, it happens. It's actually a struggle that involves consistency, fighting it over and over. Those feelings of maybe you have things to do and just your body that is used to just let me just sleep small is telling you go and just relax more. You can do this later. You keep
Mm.
telling yourself later, later. So even
That's procrastination. You just keep.
yes, that's procrastination.
Yeah.
Yes. So even when you have decided that you don't want to be like this
Mm.
again, you find that it does not happen automatically. Maybe in the next 1 week, you might still feel like you are still the same way, nothing has changed. But if you actually look very well and if you're doing your best, you notice that little by little you're becoming better than you used to be. And the key thing there would be to just continue. But in that period when you are doing it, if you are stepping outside, going one place or the other, nobody really knows you're actually fighting something like that. As a matter of fact, you can't even, it's something that you can't even tell somebody because it don't really make sense to people. Like, fighting what somebody might even tell you that we're talking about hardship in the country.
Mm.
Somebody had accident or this or that, and you're saying you are fighting. If you want to do something, just stand up, go and do it. I don't know if you get
Yes,
the
I
what I'm
understand what
trying to
you're
say.
trying to
So
say.
these are that's just an example of a silent battle that people can face, and this one I just mentioned is somewhat is specific, not a general battle that
Mm.
people face. One that I can consider to be general is the financial aspect. A whole lot of fact.
Everybody can
Everybody
relate to
can
that
relate
one.
to
Yes.
financial
Yes.
battle. And if you're struggling, whatever is happening financially,
Mm.
even rich people do they have their own financial battle.
Huh.
You understand?
Yes, yes.
People might look and see somebody driving his car. Maybe it's an SUV and all of that, and feel like all is well. But
Mm.
maybe you come into that person's house, you might now find out that this person is the breadwinner of the family. Perhaps you ask the person for money,
Mm.
right? And maybe the person says no, or maybe what you ask for is like 20K or
Mm.
something like that,
Mm.
and the person says no, and you feel like this person is a bad person. You might discover that he has maybe three younger siblings that he's planning to pay their school fees the next
Mm.
month, and he's having maybe to
Mm.
take care of the feeding and everything for everybody and all. You might even discover that his dad probably is in one hospital
Mm.
somewhere,
Mm.
battling for his life, bills running in millions that he has to take care of, and all of that. So
Okay.
that's just it. And these are not things the person will come out to tell
People
everybody.
people prefer to, how will I say it, cover up. They don't want to expose themselves, especially with what the society will say about this kind of a thing. One can be battling with, depression. People will tell you what is depression. You understand? People, you will say, oh, okay,
Especially in Africa.
yes, especially in Africa, with that scenario, and then you tell someone that you're not emotionally stable, and they be like, what do you mean? What do you think? How do they, try as much as possible to come out from this problem?
Well, it's something that is quite tough because in the end it's now becomes where you find yourself fighting that battle alone because people around you don't really they can't really understand. In fact, to them it's not a possibility to them that you can be having emotional problems,
Mm.
depression and all of that.
Yes.
One thing that people underrate a lot in our society is therapy. Therapy helps people a lot because when you are fighting those battles that you can't really relate with other people about, a therapist is someone that is somewhat neutral, that is there for you to just, come talk to. They help you in the way that they have been trained to, professionals that have been trained to actually help you out. But here in Nigeria,
Okay.
you come out and say you want to go for therapy.
Mm.
There is this way somebody might look at you like this kind of what on earth are you saying kind of look like therapy. Wait, what do you need therapy for? Like
Mm.
therapy is all these Oyibo people's
Yes,
things. You understand?
yes,
We
yes.
are Nigerians. We are
Mm-hmm.
strong. We are strong people. What do all those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I would advise anybody out there, if you need therapy, go for therapy
Okay.
regardless what anybody says.
Now, in our society, especially in the African society, men are seen as, like, men should not complain of anything, right? Men are supposed to be seen as, the, how will I say it, the strong people of the society. They are not supposed to,
Immortals.
immortals, yes. Thank you. So they should not, when they talk about the silent battles, they are not expected. The society has made them, like, don't talk about it. Face your battle alone. So do you think men should, speak up, or should they, kind of have, cover up that's their problem? And if a man has a problem, he tends to share it with his fellow guy, and the guy will tell him, be a man. That's what. So what do you think about this? Should men keep hiding up to that, or open up?
Okay, thank you for the question.
Mm.
Once again, my name is David. I would say that men should show their emotions or talk about whatever that is going on inside them. Just like how they have gender equality, everybody is free to also express their emotion. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. I know being a man, and yeah, some are being forced to, no, I won't say forced rather, but yeah, expected to be strong, both mentally and physically. No sign of weakness, always being bold and being strong. So, yes, I would say that men are expected, if they are emotionally weak or if they have any internal struggle, they're expected to talk. Talking to someone, talking to people actually help. It can help.
Okay, it can help. So do you have anything to say?
Yes, it can help to talk to people, but the problem with men in
Mm.
particular is that even men on their own, aside from the pressure and all of that, we seem to have this, should I say, this thing about us that we want to just, we don't want to take our problems and start sharing it.
Why is that
Like,
so? Why is it like that? Why can't men come out and speak their mind and say, I'm not happy, I'm passing through a lot, I'm depressed, I'm crying, someone should help me, I need advice, I need, even people, they don't talk about it. And then when they say they will talk about it, the society reacts to it. Why is it so?
well, I feel it has been made so. But first of all, you said why men can't. Not that they can't. It's more like they don't. You
Okay, they
understand?
don't.
Yes, not that they can't, or should I say, most of them don't, because there are still very, very extremely few men that still come out to express themselves and all of that.
Mm.
But I feel it's like that because of how that masculinity nature of a man, that is the leader, or he's the supposed to be the head and all of that. So the men just feel like because of that, it is a responsibility to carry the weight of the world on their shoulder, while others, maybe you can say the other gender, can you know express themselves, but they just feel like it is them that should actually, should I say, cater for the other gender's feelings, and keep themselves as the how will I how will I put it, the
Use the
absorber,
word. Okay, the
the
absorber.
absorber of pains,
Mm.
whereas they too go through their own pain. It's more, if I want to even give an example of what men see themselves as, I'll
Mm.
use therapists.
Okay.
People go to therapists to air their
Problem,
problems,
yeah.
talk to them, look for solutions and all of that. But hardly does it actually come to their mind that that therapist, aside from that office is inside, once he steps out,
Mm.
he has a life, or she has a life that he or she
Leaves.
lives,
Yeah.
has their own challenges, might be going through one thing or the other. They're actually therapists that have therapists.
Hmm. That's very ironical.
So
Yeah.
that's just the example I
Yeah.
want to use. So men kind of see themselves probably not as therapists to give
Mm.
solution to, but you know something like that.
Okay. Okay. Now it has been a wonderful time in the studio with my friends. But let's quickly go on a short break and we'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Hello, viewers. Welcome back from that very short break. I'm still in the studio with my friends, Mr. Victor and Mr. David, and we are discussing silent battles. What are silent battles and the rest of them? Now, there is this thing that goes on when someone tells you their problem. I do it actually. My friends will come to me and tell them, "Hey, see, I'm having this problem. I'm having this problem," and all I can say is, it's well, there's nothing I can do because I myself, I have my own problems, battling with it. But I try as much as possible to, speak words of encouragement. You know, it's gonna be well. This is what you're gonna do. This is what I can remember the other day. Yes, I think that was 2 weeks or 2 days or 3 days ago. My friend told me, she just came to my DM and said, "Goody, I want to cry." I said, "Cry." That was the only thing I can tell her. Just cry. Cry out your heart, cry out your soul. But the only thing is, after crying, the problem won't be solved, but to an extent, you have free your mind. So, now what ways do people, can you think? I know that's my own method of words of encouragement, but I think I should work more on that. But what other ways can people be like, you're fighting this battle and you meet up with a friend? You tell the person this thing and they be like, it's well. Is that a good word, or should people kind of, pet the person and say, hold it and be like, it's gonna be fine, and more words of encouragement?
For okay.
Okay, carry on.
For me, I
Hmm.
would say that, you telling the person it's going to be okay.
Hmm.
Is there's nothing wrong with it. But for example, the person comes to you, tells you that he's having problem with depression or anxiety problem, perhaps negligence in his work area or at home. For me, I will start by listening to the person. The person tells me his or her problem. Then, if there's any solution I can provide, I know sometimes not everything has to do with them. Perhaps is maybe most of the problem that we face in this, or one of the problems that we face is actually financial
Problems,
problems.
yes.
So it can result to depression because you are trying to get this. Perhaps you are planning to get something, and due to lack of money or insufficient resources or funds can also cause depression. But let's say perhaps he's having some kind of work-related issue with his or her, let's say a co-worker in the office for let's say more than 1 month or 3 months, and it becomes too much for the person to bear, and the person comes to complain that I'm having so this thing, I can't actually express myself, or perhaps the person has expressed his or herself or their self, and it did not actually get the result that person was looking for. I can start by listening, paying attention to that person's problem. Then I think along the process as we are talking and I'm listening,
Mm.
I'm very very confident. I'm sure that I will be able to give one or two advices to the
Yeah, to the
person.
person. Okay.
Not just saying that everything will be okay. I know everybody wants to hear that it's going to be okay. We love hearing that.
It is well.
Yeah, but no, about that, everybody saying wanting to hear that it's going to be okay.
Mhm.
There are actually some people that when they actually meet you for assistance, be it advice or whatever, they are not meeting you so you can tell them it will be well. To them, it feels sort of empty, like it will be well. I'm telling you that
Mm.
I had accident, my leg broke. I cannot afford the hospital bill, and you're telling me it will be well.
That,
I'm looking at my leg.
okay, that's
And
My
you're
leg
telling
is
me
not well. There is no way my leg will be well.
I need help. You're telling me,
Yes.
you understand
Yes.
that? Not
Yes.
that it's a bad thing, but
Yes.
also from what he said is absolutely correct.
Mm.
One thing that we seem to have lost in this world is what the Bible described as love. When they say love your neighbor as yourself, these days, when people hear love, they start looking for one guy and one girl.
Gender love.
You understand
Mm.
that are doing some things like that, but there is a love that we are supposed to show one another, every single human being. We are supposed to live by that love. And based on that love, someone comes to you with his problem. I know on several occasions whereby I want to maybe rest, or maybe I have some other things to do, but someone needs to talk to me
Mm-hmm.
in that moment, and I'm tired, right? But I'm still typing on WhatsApp just to actually,
Yes.
give that person that attention, that moment, because I know that this person actually needs to hear from me. It's always good to, even if you feel like, and even if you not even feel like you are certain you cannot solve that person's problem, to actually give that person time, talk to them, maybe just think of possible solutions. Just maybe try not to just this sort of maybe give that one word reply that will make the person just type okay, like it's on WhatsApp, for instance, and then they just try to engage the person a little bit, and that little, I believe, will
Go a
actually
long way.
go a long way.
Yes. Okay. Now you told me earlier that there was this battle that you fought, right?
Yes.
About laziness, right? And you kind of did you tell anybody about it, or did you just sit back and fought this and you won? Did you tell someone that hey, I have this battle I'm
Oh,
fighting? Okay.
on that,
I just fought your battle alone and kept short.
well, I believe I mentioned it to my parents,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken, and the response was, let's just say, not what I wanted
Wow.
to hear.
Wow.
Because yes, because even me, if I actually think about it, if I put myself in other people's shoes and not like step out of my shoes and put myself in other people's shoes, it will still feel like, what's this guy talking about? You understand?
Yes.
So it's actually good sometimes to experience some things, and then you know that okay, this thing is actually possible. You understand? So yeah, I did tell I think I mentioned it to my closest friend back then as well. But it was still, he gave more of a positive response, that, or giving me advice of do one or two things, like just try and, but what I gathered from what he was saying is he did not, he just that he didn't know, should I say, he didn't know what to say or how to tackle the problem, because it was more like it seemed strange.
Okay.
So basically, but I saw he was trying to make an effort to
Yes,
you know
relate.
give me an advice, or but when somebody is trying to say, I don't know, just when you just
Just
try
try
and
your best.
try and do, but that this now, that thing that you want to say try and do, nowhere this coming in there.
Wow.
So after that, I just said, oh yeah, oh, Baba, me and you.
Okay, now this Mr. David,
Yes.
this question is directed to you. Have you ever had a personal battle that you don't want to talk about? You don't want to tell anybody about it, right? And you want to fight it all alone, and unlike Mr. Victor here, who
No,
was
but
very much
I still have other
that you didn't talk about.
not talk about.
You just kept
Baggage
quiet
to see
about
for your
it.
own.
How did you overcome it? How did you overcome it personally?
Well, the ones that have been overcome, I would like to say it has been the grace of God.
Oh,
Yes, He assisted me.
okay.
I know that our world today, many people don't really believe in God anymore. Even those that, let's not go into that.
Okay.
That place is long.
Yes.
So, but I believe it was by His grace
Mm-hmm.
and consistency. Yes, there are still those that have not fully been conquered.
But you're
Financial
getting
battle is one that
but you're getting
we know that.
No, financial battle should be one of the major silent battles that we all fight. Everybody.
So that one, I don't know
Everybody.
has anybody conquered silent battle yet?
That one in
Dangote is still making
that one. No, that one.
so,
that one is only by the grace of God, because that one is still a problem till
Yeah.
tomorrow. We can actually conquer, emotionally. We can get out, out of depression and become better. Physically, if someone's leg is amputated, they can have a spare leg attached to them. Yes. And the rest of it. But that financial battle, God help us. God help us. So, what about you, sir? Have you ever had a battle that you just feel like I need to fight this one alone and just keep my mouth shut about it?
Yes, I have. I have. I
Okay.
would say that, well, well, most of the silent battles,
Mm,
I don't know, I don't really know how I'm going to put it, but
okay.
most of the battles I face are silent battles.
Okay.
Depression, anxiety, because everything that happens in a human being happens inside, actually, before it comes out.
Mm,
You want to eat, you think about it. You want to brush your teeth, you think about it. The clothes you put on, you think about it. So everything happens inside, then out. So one of the battles that I went through, or I'll say still going through, was depression.
wow.
I think this was it was very severe, very severe. I thought I was, the thought of suicide entered.
Wow.
Not that I was thinking of doing it, but it became a natural occurrence to me. I started 2023. Okay, let's okay. What actually made it to become too much in 2023 was, growing up. I did not really have people paying attention to me. That was one of the reasons. Negligence was one of the problem in the place I stayed.
Mm,
So I was forced to do things on my own. Not, I know my dad and mom, they provided everything, but the emotional and the mental
Aspects.
is usually the most important part.
Yeah.
It was not really there.
okay, now in those battles that one has fought so far, do you think these battles make us stronger, or like we have fought this battle, do you think it makes us stronger or it slowly destroys us?
Well, I believe it's a matter of surviving the battle. If the battle is survived, it makes you stronger.
Hmm.
But if you don't survive that battle, obviously you didn't survive it. It means that it's a but the effects of battles depending on the battles. Not every battle you face silently causes damage. There are those
Okay.
that actually, you know, builds you. There are those that they are there to, in fact, they're after your life. You understand?
All right.
But eventually,
Yeah.
if you can pull through, because if I'm not mistaken,
Mm.
according to the Bible, it's the second time I'm bringing God to this thing here.
Mm.
Don't mind me.
No, it's not a problem at
All
all.
right.
It's not a problem.
So I believe there's a place that said that God will not test us with
Yes,
things
things
that are
that are bigger.
beyond our
Yes.
capabilities.
Yes.
So I would just say that anybody going through anything out there should
Mm.
just know that whatever the battle, you're not the only person going through silent battle. Just do your best, and if possible, which I believe is possible, if not saying it out, shouting it out loud, then at least find one person or two persons that you can actually talk to with about those things that you are fighting.
Can I ask you a question? What if in this case that there's really no one for you to talk to? You have talked to your coworkers, they don't understand you. Your closest friends don't understand you. Your parents don't understand you. Then what options are you left with?
There's one option,
You say pray.
and that is God. Because even the Bible let us understand that there is no friend like Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's no one, no human being can disappoint. Human being can fail you, but God is always
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
You said pray. Okay, for someone who does not know God, what would the person actually do?
And that's on that situation. I am not entirely sure what the person will do, because you don't know God and you have no one.
Yes.
I just believe that for such a person, God will try to reveal himself to that person one way or the other,
Mm.
because he wouldn't want any of his creations to be completely abandoned.
Yes. You all have heard it. It has been a wonderful segment today. Silent battles, right? We all fight battles, and now you all have heard it from my friends in the studio. Mr. Victor and Mr. David have said it all. Try as much as possible to open up. go for therapy, like Mr. Victor said earlier. Therapy is very important. Like you said, your therapist also has a therapist. So be open, talk to someone about it. It can be your friends, your family, anything. Especially in the area of depression. Depression is a very strong thing. It's not a battle that someone can fight alone, right? I know because I have been there. So just be open, and then most importantly, hold God tight. That's just the truth, because you can't fight any battle without God. So till next time, this remains Serenity TV. From us in the studio, have a nice day. But before we go, please do well to follow us on our social media platforms, our Facebook, our Instagram, our YouTube, and TikTok. Please do well to drop all your comments down below, and we'll do well as much as possible to reply each and every one of them. Have a nice day. Bye.